What's going on, guys? Just a quick market update today. So pretty big day down in the market, down about 2.69% and wiping out a month worth of gains. And, that's kind of to be expected when we were up that high. Meme stocks are running and, we were due for a pullback. It was just pretty drastic how it happened. But hopefully people weren't too over leveraged in the market. I always try to be careful when we are feeling a little bit too greedy and overhyped in the market. But basically what happened is Trump says China is becoming hostile by planning export controls on rare earths, which could disrupt global trade. He calls the move unexpected and vows the U.S. will respond, possibly with higher tariffs on Chinese goods. And I was actually in some QQQ puts this morning when that news came out, which was crazy. So I was just playing a little bit of a day trade here, trying to get this gap fill at 610.76, and all of a sudden the market just dumps and these go crazy. Unfortunately, I sold them on this spike, and these ended up going to like $22. So I missed out on like an extra $1,600 on those, but I was still happy with the gains. And then as far as SoFi goes, I was stopped out of my call options. So yesterday, this was my position. I was up $915 on these. Today, I was only up $300. And one thing about me is I'm not giving my money back to the market. At least I'm not letting this go red. So I got stopped out of those. Still made $300. Still happy with it, but I'll look to re-enter those. But I'm definitely not going to just let those go red when the market decides to flip on me. As far as the shares go, I'm cool with holding those. I don't care. Like, shares are shares. But I was pretty active in the Discord today since I was working remote today. But I let everyone know, stopped out of my calls, still made good money, holding the shares, and yeah, we're all good. But let's get into the charts. All right, so here's what I have on QQQ now. This is the weekly. I am looking for a bounce hopefully early next week, but worst case scenario, I see this 1 week fair value gap filling. But this is good. I think a pullback is healthy. We do need it, and I'm actually okay with SoFi pulling back as well. So in yesterday's video, I discussed how SoFi was looking really good. We had a nice flag, and this morning that was paying out nicely. We pretty much was about to tap that $30 mark, and yesterday I had said like we might double top and come back down. I guess two things can be true. So, we popped really well, and then that news came out. So this has nothing to do with SoFi. I'm not worried about SoFi at all. The overall market is just flipping bearish for the moment. But this actually gives people more opportunity to buy SoFi who feels like they missed it. Hopefully you didn't chase at the top up here. But yeah, I think this could be a really good opportunity if we can come down a little bit more ahead of earnings. So pretty crazy candle here. I'm definitely going to have to, revamp the chart a little bit. But overall, I'm going to be looking to add to my SoFi shares. And then if I can find that sniper entry for some call options again, I'll be looking to get into those as well. And then as far as the SoFi flow goes for today, earlier this morning when SoFi was popping, there was a lot of call options coming in. It was all green. And then when that news came out, we saw a little bit more puts flood in. But overall, in the coming 3 weeks, calls outweigh puts. And then if we take all expiries, it's 5.5 million versus 1.5 million. So SoFi's still looking great. Really not worried about it. And hopefully Trump is able to speak on this a little bit more. We've seen it before where he kind of dumps the market on threats and then they figure something out and resolve it. So I'm really not too worried. And then as far as the overall flow today, you're going to see if we just took, 0 day or 1 week expiration and jacked the premium up 500K, well, the puts flooded in today. So we will see what happens next week. Let me know what you guys are looking to buy if you're adding to SoFi, if you are still in SoFi. But please like and subscribe and have a good one.